No.
Go for it. Go for it. Everyone was just throwing extra little tidbits.
Got it. Okay, so recap from session 8. We began the trek through the swamp. That's how we started. White Vife, I think her name was Vife, waved us goodbye. First hour, pretty chill, nothing happened. Second hour, we find large frogs. And it was like a puzzle. And Billiam figured it out. And he's like, let's just walk around them. And we did it. Third hour, nothing happened. Fourth hour, we meet a sickly man. And Billiam's like, let's just walk around him. But it didn't work that time. And let's see. He had like 1,000 rats or something, and BardZ like destroys everybody in the man, or destroys the man with like just crazy thunder wave, and picks up. I think he picked up the rat flute. BardZ picked up the rat flute. Fifth hour, nothing happens. Sixth hour, we see another like large treant being attacked again by thousands of rats. BardZ, after playing some chords to figure out like this like really intricate rat flute as we're all fighting, just plays. What did you play again? Something like doo 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 doo.
Some sweet riff.
Scale.
Yeah, just like a simple scale, like doo 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 doo. And after all that time, it finally gets most of the rats off. We clear them off, and we meet the tree named Tree. And he just kind of walked off without really helping us doing much anything. So that was a waste. Next treant we see, he's dead. We're going to leave him to his vices.
Whatever. You said you pray to trees. Your squirrel god, loves trees.
The squirrel god does really enjoy trees, so I won't be able to walk by. But I could hop by. Foreshadow. Seventh hour, nothing, and then eighth hour we get to Crocodile Lake. So as we get up, we see the surrounding. BardZ and Billiam go and check it out. Immediately get attacked by 2 giant snakes. We handle those pretty easily. Not really, but
Pretty easily.
but all of a sudden, as we're taking on the snakes, Crocodile comes and ambushes us like a real jabroni. Takes in BardZ, Crocodile rolls him in. He's drugged through the water. Somehow he gets out because was the snake attacking the crocodile and let go to BardZ. Or no, BardZ got buried in a crocodile mud nest. Mm-hmm. He eventually gets out.
He got a natural 20, I thought.
Yeah, he had some type of nice roll.
He had a natural 20 to get him out, and then he rolled the opposite.
Yeah, and to fast forward, we're fighting it. We're just about done with this crocodile. Billiam gets knocked, gets his leg ripped off. BardZ gets knocked back up, comes back into the fray to help everybody. He gets knocked again, and I think it was Garry who eventually finished off the crocodile. No, Dimitri punched him. Right?
Dimitri killed him.
Dimitri kills him by punching, but unfortunately, in the final throes of the fight, BardZ rolls a nat 1 and dies.
His old heart couldn't take it anymore.
Was he that old?
Like 65.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, pretty old.
And
yeah.
Billiam...
Pretty old to be fighting crocodiles.
Billiam was knocked when BardZ died, but he felt a piece of himself die at that time. If anything, that should have counted as like a miss on the saving throw for Billiam.
So missing a leg.
Yeah, we
been a hard day.
Yeah, I think we wake up. I'm missing a leg. I'm stable at this point, and we find somewhere to camp that night at Crocodile Lake.
Yeah, you guys rolled a really well survival check. You found a good dry spot to camp. Did you guys take BardZ's body with you?
We have him with us as of right now. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think Billiam, you mentioned that you're carrying him, so
yeah, I'm gonna
I'll just think of that from now on.
tie him to my back, but I don't know how I'm walking.
Him with one leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Billiam.
movement speed is like very low.
It's
Say
a
it's 10.
it's a 10th. It's 3 feet.
I'm gonna stay up all night carving Billiam a new leg.
Wait.
It's gonna be intricate.
Is it? Wait,
Gonna
is it
have, like,
Dimitri the
It's gonna
tinker?
have
No, it's too late. Gary's mentioned that he's doing it. Go ahead, Gary. Roll your dex check.
not Dex wood cutting.
Wood cutting.
There's carpenter tools.
You don't have any carpenter tools.
No, I don't.
What are you
I've
even
got a
cutting
dagger,
with?
though.
You have a dagger. Yeah, you have a dex check.
It should be survival.
Hold on, I might have
can-
something.
That's gonna be just based on Dex 13.
13. You make a nice solid piece of wood.
I try to incorporate the face of Howie and BardZ into it, so you have these two
Oh.
faces on the peg.
Howie.
Not sorry, not
Yeah,
Howie.
Yep, Howie.
All
Howie
halflings are the
returned.
same. All
He's-
halflings.
He's not a
are
Wow,
the
halfling.
same.
BardZ's not a
racist much?
halfling.
You know, you could probably put Howie in, and Billiam is racist, so he probably wouldn't notice that it wasn't.
BardZ's human.
No, not BardZ. He
You
would
always
notice
just
BardZ.
feel like you're a
I-
halfling, Scott. You always just feel like it.
I thought you were talking about Andrew's character that died already.
I was. I tried to. I thought I got Howie
Oh.
confused with Andrew's character.
Milo.
Milo.
Yeah.
All right. It's a mess. It doesn't quite look like faces. If you squint, kind of, maybe you can make out like facial features. But mostly it's just functional. It's a functional peg.
Okay.
There's nothing to set in your leg.
So, what should my walking speed be now? Should I go down to like 20?
No, you're gonna go to half.
15. Okay.
Your walking speed
Oh.
is 15.
I'll build you a leg. My friend, come here, come here. You cannot slow Dimitri down like this. We must fix this. And let's see. I make him.
How long does it take you to make
Just leave me here. Just leave me here.
I
Don't waste time on me. I can't protect anybody. I let my family die. I let Milo die. And as I'm holding like the body of BardZ, and I let my best friend die.
Yes, my friend. Yes, family die. I get it. Very sad, very sad. But we are wasting time here. I start taking measurements of his leg, and I want to make. I want to use some of the metal that I from Simon, my homunculus, and the wooden peg that's there, and try to fashion something. Let's see. I can make any tool I need.
Will you make my
In
leg a
1
gun?
hour. Yeah.
That has to be a simple tool, I'm pretty sure. So peg included.
Fine, a
One
slingshot.
set of non-magical artisans tools for
Okay.
right tool for the job.
So you add your proficiency bonus plus a dex check.
Okay. Plus proficiency. 14, 16.
16. All right, it's improved for sure. You took the peg leg, you helped make like a kind of a sock like thing for his leg to go into. It's not super comfortable. Of course, it's extremely painful actually, Evan, because you've got a fresh wound. But it'll function to get
I like the pain that's in my heart.
there. Your walking speed though is still diminished slightly.
Yeah, what would I be now? Would I be like 20 or something?
I'll put you at 20.
20? It's better than 15.
And for right now, since you're unused to the peg leg, you have disadvantage on dex saves
Okay.
and dex checks.
I will start preparing BardZ's body for mummification.
So dex saves.
Are you gonna let
and
him
dex-
do that, Evan?
Wait,
I'm sorry. I
we're
was trying to
people?
make a dex notes here for myself.
You're good. Gary is trying to mummify BardZ.
No.
Prepare. There's.
If it's like with flowers and stuff, and just like keep him safe, then that's fine. But you don't.
No,
You're not.
This would be.
He wanted to rip out organs.
No. No, you're not coming close. I do
Right.
go through BardZ's pockets though.
All right. BardZ, did you have anything on you of significance?
Let's see. I've got a signet ring.
You find the ring that bears his family's crest.
Okay.
But other than that, no, not really.
Didn't you have a journal?
What about the flute?
The flute.
Oh, I guess
wanna
the
steal
flute, right.
Find the rat flute.
Oh, I guess I do have my dice set, my dulcimer, my flute, my other flute, and my lute, my guitar lute.
You have 3 instruments, or are you just proficient with 3 instruments?
Oh, I'm proficient with those, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you have 3 instruments, but you maybe have 1.
Yeah, I think it's just the lute.
So I got the rap flute. Okay.
My friend, you can give me the rat flute, and we will be even for the leg.
Okay, I'll give Dimitri the flute. And then any gold or anything, I guess money's gonna be needed.
I don't think he has that much on him. BardZ, do you have much money on you?
Ooh, actually, no.
He's got
I've got
38 gold.
38 gold. Yeah.
Alright, I'll put it in my pocket. I actually have a decent amount. I have 572 gold for some reason.
Ah.
Because I gave you gold for your suit.
I thought I paid for that already.
Maybe. I don't know. I have to look into my notes.
Yeah, we'll have to check how much game time has passed, because I would love to be able to put on my plate eventually.
Oh, I have to mark that a day has passed. Huh. All right. So you guys have awoken in the morning. You're sore a little bit and battered, bruised, emotionally damaged from losing one of your companions. What'd you guys like to do?
What did we need to bring back? The head of the crocodile?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. So, I guess the only thing to do now is just get this head back, huh?
Yes, I think this is what BardZ would want. And while we're dragging it back, I want to practice the flute because I now have proficiency in flutes.
Okay. You have to attune to it for an hour,
Yeah.
so you're gonna have to wait till a short rest. But
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I will
Let me see.
help
think I
carry
have
the
rope.
body back.
the not dragon head, crocodile head.
I will attempt to carry that, but I have 6 strength, so I will fail probably.
All right. Go ahead and make a strength check to see if you can pick it up.
I rolled a 5 minus 2 for a 3.
You can't even get it off the ground. You try and lift it, and like a few scales like pull off with your fingers, but besides that,
I'm getting a hernia.
Here.
I would like to fashion a sled to put the head on and then drag the sled with rope, if possible. I don't
Alright.
know. Yeah.
It halves your speed, but yeah, you can definitely do that.
Okay. Because I have -1 for strength, so I don't think I would be helpful otherwise.
Okay.
All
As
right.
you fashion the sled and you manage to roll the head onto it, you guys make your way back. It's going to take you around 10 to 12 hours to get back at the rate you guys are going to have to go a lot slower.
I will mention that the lizard folk will probably want to eat BardZ as a way of remembering him.
Does Garry actually say that to me?
Yeah. That's why he can always be with them and you if you'd like to partake.
If anybody tries to lay a hand on BardZ, I'll murder them where they stand.
I think that's a little bit of an overreaction. I mean, if somebody's like resurrecting him or
I'll kill you!
Miracle.
There's...
Okay.
He was my
Not a doubt.
He was my best friend, and I always scolded him because he was so annoyed.
We could tell that you had so many emotions around him.
I was supposed to be the one to kill him.
Hey Scott, I messaged you. Could you look at that on Discord? Anyway,
Oh, Discord.
so I'm gonna fast track you 12 hours. There are some hard fought fights.
We walk around some progs.
There are some fights that you like sneak around. And after 12 hours, it's dark again, and you finally make it back to the lizard folk cavern, where you see Vythe and her partner, and she kind of waves at you. Oh, howdy! Oh, you made it back! Oh, fantastic! Oh, there's only 3 of you.
There's 4 here. One.
Oh.
My best. Every time he tries to say best friend, he really struggles to get it out.
Oh, come on in, sweetheart. We'll get you something warm. Get you a place to sleep.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Like this
you
for
brought the
12
head.
hours.
Fantastic. Oh, I'll go let Queen Othakent know. And she runs off. Her spouse just kind of nods at you and beckons you inside. You guys follow them back into the lair that you guys have been to before. They find you a nice place to stay. Queen Othakent comes up to you guys as you guys are about to get settled in, and she kind of does a little shallow bow. Thank you for your cooperation in this matter, and sorry about losing your companion.
What do you know of loss?
She snorts at you. I have lost hundreds in my war to the Sahagwin, so do not talk to me.
Yeah, but have you ever lost a best friend?
She rolls her eyes. Well,
Have you ever lost a child? Or a little guy that kind of reminds you of a child?
most of these lizard folk are my children. She looks deep into your eyes as you realize that all those little hatchlings you saw were probably birds from the queen.
Oh man, I hope she didn't see me drop that one.
Oh,
Uh,
yes. You must be a very busy lady.
I am.
Good job. Yay.
Now, your question of whether or not we will attack Saltwater, the answer was no. And if you ever do need us, you have us as allies. You've proven yourself worthy, and we will not attack Saltmarsh.
If we
Ooh,
need
that is
you
all.
to attack somebody though, could you kind of help us out?
We'll talk about it. But we are considered allies from here on. She puts out her hand to you, Dimitri.
Oh, yes, and I shake it with 2 hands. If you ever need, something tinkered with, or, I don't know, something that farts, you let me know. Dimitri has you covered.
Strange, but sure. All right. My folks will escort you back to your boat in the morning. You may rest here for the night. And she walks off, and you can hear her like mutter to Vife, "Have that crocodile mounted on my wall at once. It looks awesome."
Wait, Queen. Before you go,
Yes.
do you know of any, like, black magic or anything that we could bring BardZ's back? Like, sacrifice somebody? I know I would be an oath breaker, but we could probably sacrifice one person. And I kind of like side-eye Garry.
She kind of just cocks an eyebrow at you, and she goes, "That's not really our expertise.
Oh, yeah. Right.
We don't really deal in black magic. It's more of nature magic. And, I'm sorry to say your friend's been dead for a little too long for us to help with anything. Maybe you have some great healer in your city?
No, nothing I can think of.
Well, you're on your own then."
God, I would pay 5,000 gold to have BardZ's resurrect. Maybe not 5,000. Maybe 4,915 gold. But that's the max. That's the max I would pay to have my best friend back.
Sure. I don't care for your money, but I'm sure you'll find
4,920. That's the last offer.
She just walks away. All right, you guys are left in a small, like, kind of bed chamber. It's not really like beds. They're really just like kind of like straw nests.
Mm-hmm.
But they're comfy enough. So, everyone can take a long rest if they'd like.
I immediately fall into a stupor.
I want to attune to the flute. Do, do, do.
All right, go for it. The flute is called something of the sewer.
Ooh, nice.
Pipes of the sewer.
I hope it looks kind of like a sewer pipe. It's like kind of gross and mucky.
It's kind of pretty, actually. Sorry to ruin it.
Pipes of the sewer.
All right. As you guys awaken the next day, you find yourselves kind of bleary-eyed, but it's been quite a few days since you've been back to Saltmarsh, kind of eager to get back. And the lizard folk all bid you adieu. Some of the hatchlings come to the entrance to wave you off, where your guys' boat lays, right there at the water entrance, if you remember that.
I attempt to duplicate BardZ's prestidigitation with my firebolts, and I fail.
You firebolt the ceiling, and the kids scream. Instead of making something magical, you made something kind of scary.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
All right, and as you guys ship out, you guys see the 2 town guardsmen that have been just waiting for you guys. They're kind of terrified because they've just been guarding the boat this whole time. And they take you guys all the way back.
Is
to
Oceanus with them,
Saltmarsh.
or has he disappeared?
Oh, Oceanus is with them. You're right. I forgot he came with you.
Nice.
Were you guys just gonna sit here the whole time? Well, what if we did come back?
I don't know.
You know, it would have been smart to bring them in hindsight. And then I look at BardZ's body.
I assume you've covered the body. Is that correct, or are you just lugging around this body that's starting to decay?
I would assume he's wrapped in like a sheet, like some type of body bag.
Okay, yeah. You've taken your bedroll and you've put him in there. Okay.
And I have like the Aquila of Squirrel God, like somewhere, on him. That Squirrel God watch over him in the afterlife.
Ah. All right. All right. As you guys head back, it's only about I think 2-hour boat ride back to Saltmarsh. And you guys sit in quiet with occasionally Billiam, sometimes sobbing.
Yeah.
As
I'm
you
just
guys
saying
make it
it's the
back.
salt water getting into my eyes.
Yeah. You make it back and you see the familiar on the dock. Anders. He kind of waves you guys down. Well, hi guys. I hope all was good, all was successful.
Every time we go on a mission for you, we come back with another dead body.
Oh no. He like looks over your team. No. He like slowly walks up to the body bag and he falls on his knees. Zarcephalo. He takes off his hat and clings to it. You were inspiring, friend. Inspiring. We will prepare funeral rites at once. He was quite a distinguished member, actually, of the town council. I'm sure many would want to pay their respects.
Anders, do you have any idea how big of a facility you're gonna need for BardZ's funeral? Do you know how many mobs are gonna be coming to BardZ's funeral? He knew every mob. He knew everybody's mob.
Well, I knew about his reputation, but
Not like that.
Well, I mean, we only have the one temple in town,
Well, you better bring extra chairs.
Oh, of course. I will let him know.
I will prepare a eulogy and a song.
Excellent. Sure. I'll give you the whole day's preparation. My men can take the body to the temple and it can be prepared.
Just, something I forgot to ask. I would have tried to grab some merman or merwoman hair.
Ooh. How would you have done that, Gary?
Negotiation.
All right. Go ahead and just roll a persuasion check for me. We can just retro.
Oh boy. I will offer all my monies. Oh boy. This is bad. That's a 6.
They don't care for your money. And in fact, the mer woman you're talking to, like, rolls her eye and just swims away from you.
I'm pretty charismatic. Could I help Gary in this moment?
You could have before you knew his role.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Let's start looking for the merman, merwoman barber shop.
Or could I see that he's just floundering? And be like, can't keep anybody alive, but maybe I could at least help Gary. And can I go up to a separate merwoman and be like, listen, my other best friend needs some of her hair. It has been a really tough day.
Or roll a persuasion.
So 3 + 6 = 9.
Nice. You don't realize it's the same woman.
Oh.
I already told your friend. Back off.
I can't help anybody. I can't protect anybody. I just start crying in the corner. Can't even keep some damn hair.
All right. Anders manages to take BardZ's body, and it's gonna get prepared down at the temple. The funeral will be in the morning. So you guys have the rest of the day. It's around 10 a.m. right now, so to do anything else you need in town.
I'm just going to work on the eulogy all day.
Okay, sounds good.
What were we going to get for forging peace? What was our reward? I can't remember.
I have it written down somewhere.
Hopefully you wrote it down.
I'm sure I got it somewhere.
We were going to get the Vorpal sword and reward is 700 gold. And we
700
can borrow
gold,
a boat
yeah.
and 2 guardsmen.
Yep. BardZ catches a 1,200 pound tuna. Forgot about that.
Total of 700.
700 total, yeah.
All right. So you guys can choose to split that 3 ways.
Be like 233 gold each. $233. And somebody can have an extra piece. So Gary, go ahead, take that extra piece of gold there.
233. I get 234.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Now I need to go back and buy some merwoman hair.
Krista, how many days has it been?
For your plate armor,
Yeah.
I have day 8.
Okay, so
Today is day 8.
6 more days.
Yeah.
Cool.
6 more days.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a eulogy all day, and then I'm gonna practice a song of "Oh Danny Boy," but I'll call it Old BardZ Boy.
No.
All right. Anyone else doing anything on this day? Gary or Dimitri?
I'm
I
looking
will.
for the reference thing, number reference.
Sorry, I couldn't catch that. Say it again, Andrew.
Oh, I'm looking at our little sheet with the numbers and the map.
Oh, figuring out.
Yeah. What am
I will. Did we already take BardZ's body to the temple?
Andrew's men had that taken care of.
I will go visit the body at the temple.
Sure.
And visit Milo's grave.
Sounds good. You see the familiar priest there and the gravedigger.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Tis good, I guess. Tis a
Do you
nice
like the-
day.
Yeah. Are you digging a hole for that guy? And I point to BardZ.
There's no bodies here. There's a funeral
Oh.
tomorrow. You're in
Oh,
the
yeah.
graveyard. They don't just keep bodies out in the graveyard.
Ask him if he's been a bad boy.
Hey, have you heard about any bad boy pranks happening here?
He feels uncomfortable by the question.
I stick with it.
I don't really understand the question.
Oh. Okay.
Bad boy pranks?
Bad boy.
Bad boy.
Oh,
bad
you mean
boy.
the inscription on Milo. Oh, yes.
Well, he was a
Nothing.
good bad boy.
Nothing's been happening.
The best. Of
I
bad
keep
boys.
the graveyard safe. He nods.
Darn. Okay. I mean, great. Wonderful.
Billiam is
That's
also
excellent.
there. Billiam, every single morning that they're in town, goes and visits Milo's
It's not
grave.
every morning. It's only been you're on the same day. The
Every
funeral is the next day.
No, every morning that since Milo has died, I've been there.
Oh. All right.
Which is again only been like 8 days.
Yeah. Not even. Yeah. Not a
7
yeah,
days.
Sure. Well, you guys have been gone for like 4.
I know it's been a long time since I visited you last, Milo. It's been 4 days.
I only knew you for 2. At that point, Welgar, Brianhand, he's the priest, he kind of comes out and nods to you guys. I see that you've lost another companion. Sorry for your loss. He was well known in this community, a good man. He just kind of stares at both of you, and I guess you want alone time.
You
That's
were
fine.
really sorry, you could bring him back. You know, like a slightly reduced resurrection fee cost.
He thinks for a second. I believe I told you what it cost to raise the dead.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and you said we could identify some bodies. Where are those bodies? We'll go find them.
You will?
Yeah. Just tell me where to find them, and I'll find them.
He gets kind of a weird look in his eye, and like a mischievous look that you don't really usually see on a priest. Kind of folds his arms. I'll tell you what. I know of a certain shipwreck. It's a few miles off the coast. If you can find me the remains of the sailors there that prayed to our holy Procon, they should have necklaces that bear the mark. There should be about 4 to 6 of them. You can get me all of their remains. I'll cast Raise Dead on your friend.
Deal. I spit on my hand and hold up my hand just for a shake.
You also need a 500 gold diamond.
Oh,
Okay. We'll make that happen.
No. First off, Scott, I guess we should meta game a little bit. Do you want us to try to bring BardZ back?
I don't think so.
Okay. So
I need to figure out what does our team need as far as a comp.
I don't care. It's just whatever character you want to play. I just wasn't sure if you'd want to continue to play BardZ or if you wanted to do somebody else.
I think I have a character in mind.
Okay. And so Billiam is gonna be like, first off, it's absolute blasphemy. I would pay 500 gold to bring BardZ back. I mean, no, I would, but not a diamond.
But they're the same value.
No. If anything, a diamond is like the perfect acorn for Squirrel God. I'd never give that up. Second of all, we just got back here. We're gonna mourn BardZ. I'm not going to no fish funeral necklaces. Who are we gonna lose next? Huh, Gary? We're gonna lose Dimitri? And I point over at Dimitri if he's here. Remember?
Probably not.
Nope. I just pointed a random direction. We gonna
Crag is like, me?
look what happened to Milo. Look what happened to BardZ. We're not an adventure crew. We're nothing without him. We're not. There's no deal here. And I spit on my hand and I put it out there too. There's no deal.
Kind of confusing because you've put your hand out like you want to make a deal.
I'm canceling the previously made deal with a cancel deal.
Oh. You could just
You
say
can't cancel my
the
deal. This is my deal.
There's takesy backsies for deals.
No takesies backsies.
And this was a
We're
takesy
not-
backsy.
Hey, I'm not resurrecting anyone unless I have consent. And honestly, it's not really either of your two's decision. It would be his brother's or his nephew's.
What was his nephew's name again?
Do you know?
Yeah, we know.
I guess you would know. It's Gerald.
Gerald, yeah. I haven't seen Gerald high water in years. He just stays in his room and plays video games all day. Thinking he's gonna become a priest. It's just I don't even. If there's anybody that I detest more than BardZ, it's Gerald.
Welgar kind of just looks confused. Gerald works here.
I haven't seen him.
Well, he likes to keep to himself.
You know, maybe, but Billy, maybe we should talk to Gerald before we make a decision on behalf of BardZ. This sounds like the proper thing to do.
Fine, we'll talk to Gerald, but
Darling.
no matter what he says, I don't accept it.
This isn't for you to accept. This is his decision.
He was my best. He was my best. And I can't even get it out this time. I just start crying.
Yes, friend and me, we know.
All right.
I'll pay you 250
William's
gold
left crying
to
in the
resurrect him.
Graveyard for a while.
Okay, I will go find Gerald and ask him.
All right. As you go into the Temple of Procon, you do see what looks like BardZ's body up on the altar, kind of being prepared, and it looks like Gerald actually is the one that's like. You see a man in his 30s. He looks very similar to BardZ, but youthful and more. What would be the word I would want to use? Tired looking. He's not as like cheerful looking as BardZ was.
Why
Definitely more of got a sunken look.
Why is he so much younger?
He's a nephew.
Oh, nephew, that's right. Yeah.
Hi, good to meet you. The Oscar, the priest outside, whose name is totally Oscar.
Welgar.
Welgar. Mentioned you are Gerald, kinsman to BardZ, a faithful companion. I wanted to extend my condolences. He saved all of our lives.
Kind of just grunts at you. You see that he's like holding his uncle's hand. And it looks like he's placing something in it.
Okay. We were just talking to the priest outside, and he mentioned that we may be able to bring him back if we perform a minor errand of retrieving desiccated corpses from some miles off of the coast. But he indicated that this also would require your consent. May I have your consent?
You're gonna bring back my uncle. He finally turns around and gives you his full attention. You notice he's wearing what looks like almost priestly robes, but it looks like maybe he's like in training. But his eyes look tired. He looks kind of grouchy to be kind of BardZ's nephew. But it's like looking at BardZ, young BardZ, but like a sunken, depressed kind. You're telling me you're gonna bring him back?
Only if you tell us to. We're not gonna do anything without your permission, darling.
Can Billiam like just barge in like?
Sure.
Where were you, Gerald? Or wait, what's his name again?
Gerald. It's Gerald.
Where were you, Gerald? What parts needed you?
He's had a little many drinks.
I've had no drinks. Just the drink of sweet, sweet sour. I'm losing my family. And Gerald wasn't there. Milo! Gerald wasn't there. BardZ! And Gerald wasn't there.
He just looks like confused at you.
And I
know you.
I smash
He's
it.
been through a lot of traumatic.
You know damn well who I am. I'm Billiam. Do you remember Billy? Me and BardZ were best friends. We were best friends.
I'm so sorry. My uncle had a lot of friends. I mean,
I was his best friend. He told me.
more than I can count. Oh, I'm sure.
I flipped through his journal. Look, right here. Billiam's my best friend. Wait a second.
Journal. He didn't have a journal. It's your own journal. You're like
Actually,
revealing.
BardZ did journal. He did journaling in his spare time.
Yeah. He journaled out loud in his room, and I would yell like, "No, I'm not."
Yeah, but it's at his house. I don't think he brought it with him.
I
Did
went
you
to
bring
his.
it with you on
went to
your
his house.
adventures?
I went to his house to go through his things.
No. Don't make make me roll a d100, Evan.
Make me roll the
You're gonna
D100.
regret it.
No,
You're gonna regret it.
I'm gonna roll it. It's
Fine. Roll the d100.
It's rolled. It's 60 or 26.
All right. You don't find anything. You don't have it. You don't have the journal. You do know it exists, but it's at his home.
If
Probably.
I had the journal, I would be able to show you that was his best friend, Gerald. You weren't there, and I storm back out.
He's struggling right now.
Yeah.
You can't
About
hold
to have
it
a
against
whole
him.
day of it tomorrow. Everybody loved Uncle Z.
True.
I came back in, but I loved him the most, and I slapped the door again, and then I'm gone. I'm gonna go pray. I'm gonna grab water in real life.
You should go see to him. I'll catch you later. Let us know what your mind is. Think on it over a couple of days or weeks. We'll be around if we survive that long. Okay, bye.
He kind of just grunts again and looks back. Roll a perception check for me, Gary.
Hey, Gary's not trying to pry, but he's naturally curious, and Gary rolls a natural 1 because his life sucks.
You think it's a stick? Maybe he's giving him a stick? Like,
Okay, cool. Sticks are awesome.
so, all right, you guys head on back home. Billiam starts working on his eulogy. The whole town is notified. To your interest, it seems like it's almost like the town is in mourning. Everyone knew BardZ in one way or another. Either he knew their mom or he knew someone in their family. But it seems like it's a quieter evening than most. And if anyone goes to any of the inns to like spend the night, you walk through the tavern and most of the taverns are pretty quiet.
Ooh.
Kind of somber drinking. So, but yeah. That's the day. In the morning, you guys all awaken and you are summoned to the temple of I just had it here. I'm so tired. Procon. Where you see that familiar priest, but he's in more priestly wear, if you could say that, Welgar. I welcome all of you to the funeral of Zarcephalo. He was one of our noted figures here in this community. And by the way, did you guys come early, on time, or late?
Definitely early.
Yeah.
Early.
On time.
Okay. For those of you that are early, you're able to find seating. For those of you who are on time or later, there is no place to sit. The entire temple is filled to the brim with various bards, some politicians, like big politicians. You got quite a lot of like guardsmen that he probably socialized with. So a lot of different kind of folk from all around town.
How many moms?
Are you sizing up the room?
I'm trying to assess, like, he always said, tell your moms I says hi. And I want to know how many moms he actually knew.
Alright, go ahead and roll a perception check.
12.
12. It looks about 50%. 50% women.
50%
What?
women,
in the
assuming
temple.
most are moms.
They're, of the middle age or older. As the priest starts his kind of introduction, you hear a cough, and Gerald kind of stands up, and you see him holding like an old, what looks like kind of a kid's lute, like a child's lute, and he kind of walks kind of slowly up to the top, and my uncle was he's a good man, and he's very fun, and I was nothing like him, but He did teach me a few things, of course, and I wasn't very willing, but I did want to play one thing in his memory. If you wouldn't mind listening.
If he plays Oh Danny Boy, I'm gonna be so pissed.
And he stands up there, and you hear him slowly pluck out a tune. You hear a person cough in the back. A few of the middle-aged women you saw before just start to sob.
Billiam's fuming.
Yeah, that's all I had prepared. You could see him like quickly wipe a tear. You were great, Uncle. He places the loot on top of BardZ's body at the top. The priest takes back the stand and, well, I believe we have a eulogy prepared by a best friend of BardZ's, Billiam. Billiam, would you mind?
So pissed. I was gonna do that song. God damn it! This is the last time you screw me. But that's not what the point is of today. The point is to remember BardZ, my best friend. He loved everybody and I hated it. He was such a good guy. Oh, oh, Daddy boy! No, that was not the time. No, that was not the time. BardZ, I swear, if I ever see you in the afterlife, I'm gonna kill you. But not before I find a way to protect you one last time. You're always gonna be remembered as my best friend. I love you, little buddy. And I run over to the casket just like... Squirrel God will watch over you. And I put a pamphlet like under his arm.
That'll definitely help him.
And I go back and take my seat. And I whisper, and I sit right behind Gerald. Gerald, I'm gonna have to kill you.
Sure. He just doesn't care. Well, that was different. Welgar stands up. But actually, I have here the will and testament of BardZ. He was such a notable figure. He actually had a will prepared. And I have here that all of his land and all of his belongings now belong to his dear nephew, his only family, Gerald, who meant the world to him, and he says anything I was carrying at the time goes to Billiam, my best friend.
I told you!
And he, lastly, wanted a party in his honor. So, he claps his hands, and you watch as all of the dreariness kind of goes away as all of the curtains pull back. And the temple's filled with beautiful light because there are stained glass windows. And you watch as several of the politicians throw up confetti and they start cheering. And a few bards, members, pull out their instruments and they start to play. And they pull back the pews and you watch as the temple becomes a place of merriment and like almost like a party to be held in BardZ's honor.
I feel
So-
like we're all super jazzed, but I'm like, wait a second. If that was in his will and we were just finding out now, why did those politicians bring confetti?
They found out.
Okay. Fair enough.
They're pretty happy about it. Now we can stop talking about my mom.
Yeah. All the mobs are so
Anyway.
melancholy.
So, well, anything you guys would like to do for the little kind of celebration of life of BardZ?
I'm gonna just be singing Old Danny Boy crying over BardZ
Okay.
for most of the party.
Billiam finds a quiet corner to keep crying in and singing. Dimitri, what do you do?
Oh, I am drinking and living it up.
Excellent. You find quite a few people willing to serve you alcohol, and it's a party, man. It's lots of people are taking up the dance floor, Dimitri included.
Oh yeah.
Garry, what are you doing?
I'll sneak out and go to my shack with the crabs and just kind of sit down and explain to them what's happened. They'll be my emotional support crabs.
They listen intently, as they always do.
That's really nice. I need to get a crab.
Into hundreds. Excellent. All right. As the party goes on for at least, a few hours, finally it starts to slowly die down. And everyone kind of leaves with, kind of smiles, bittersweet. And the last day of having BardZ is at the end, and those who are close family and relatives are ushered to the graveyard where they place his body underneath a tombstone. Under the tombstone it says, BardZ, in parentheses, Zarcephalo. He knew everyone's mom. And we loved him
Indeed.
for it.
P.S.
Anyway. Yeah. You're like
There's a
sketching it in.
There's a bunch of stuff.
But yeah. That is the end of the funeral for BardZ. Anyone else like to do anything with that day?
I'm gonna go down to the armor where they're doing my where they're fixing up my armor, and I just want them to etch in on the heart BZ. Yeah.
They're confused, but they do. They'll etch it for you for an extra 10 gold. They're yeah, sure.
I try to bargain them down to 8.5.
Sure.
By the way, Billiam's very cheap. I don't know if we've noticed that yet.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
I
buy
didn't realize it was Billiam though.
Yeah, it's Billiam.
Okay.
I will buy spell components and learn a new spell from the
Alright.
spell book.
What spell components are you trying to look for?
Uh,
Are they hard to find is the question.
so by spell components, I mean I'm just copying a spell into my spell book, Krista.
Oh, okay. If it has a money next to it, that's what I care about. But if you're just saying
Right.
for flavor, I don't. Yeah, you can buy any spell component. Regular spell components you can definitely find.
But I learned Scorching Ray and that cost me 100 gold, so there.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sounds good. All
I
right.
would like to go to Winston's store. That's
Oh,
number 28.
yeah.
They
Sounds
sell
good.
things normal people can't buy. ... is what is in the document.
Yeah. We have solid goods at honest prices. What can I do for you?
I want to look around. What is there any items that pique my interest? Looking for magic items or unusual trinkets, anything like that.
I think you guys have been here before, and he doesn't change inventory that fast, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So, unless I wrote it down somewhere, which maybe I did, I can look. Nope, I didn't. Didn't write down what he sold to you last time. Maybe you bought everything. I don't know.
No.
He doesn't have anything of interest right now,
Okay.
item wise. He's got a few interesting knickknacks for like. He's got an interesting saber with some elvish etching on it.
Mm.
But besides that, he's really got nothing in stock right now, and he kind of shrugs. It's been a tight ship since they caught those smugglers, you know. So business isn't as great as it used to be.
Wonder who did that.
Yes, darn those people who got the smugglers. And then I quickly, go out. That's about all I wanted to do.
Okay. That's good. All right. Is anyone else staying at the inn?
I'm at my house.
You're at your house?
Yep.
Dimitri, do you have to stay at an inn?
Yeah, I'll stay at an inn.
All right. Sounds good. Dimitri, you hear rumors at the inn of there's been more fighting on the borders of the Dreadwood, and the guardsmen have been taking serious losses.
Ooh.
So you do hear that rumor.
I see a business opportunity.
So, and everyone else can take a long rest. Scott, did you make your character already?
I think I have.
Okay.
I gotta do all the other stuff real quick.
All the other stuff.
Like, origins and all that.
Oh, okay. Okie dokie. Well, we can end it here for tonight if you'd like.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
I want to make a note of this. More fighting on the border. You said heavy casualties or a lot of.
There have been heavy casualties on the border. The Dreadwood, which is patrolled.
Are we able to meet Scott's character just before we end it?
I didn't think he was ready.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
ready, Scott?
If he's not ready, that's good. Yeah.
He's not ready yet, I don't think.
Yeah, we can wait till the next one.
I'm really excited about this one, actually.
You also hear. I'm going to tell you a few rumors. So there's this. The game kind of splits off into a bunch of side quests from right now. So I'm going to tell you multiple.
Yeah.
So Dimitri, at the inn, you also hear from some guardsmen mentioning that there's a wanted criminal, like high-profile criminal. Her name is Nezu. She's the only thing that's known is that she's a female wood elf, and she's wanted for mass murder of a whole battalion.
One elf?
You said Nezu?
Yeah, Nezu.
You guys would know that I'm also a wood elf.
Would they?
Not Billiam.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't know about that. He barely knows if the people are halflings or just short.
Or children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another thing you hear is that the Carpenters Guild is looking for a shard of a treant bark given freely by the treant.
How would they know if it was given freely?
I guess it changes the bark's quality.
Didn't we rescue a treant?
Yeah. but we don't know where he
Did he-
lives.
But he
give
also
us-
looked a little rough. Did he have
He
any
didn't, gi-
bark
he
to
didn't give
share?
us. He didn't give us anything.
Did he have any bark to share? Is a good question. So that's that quest. That's that quest, and the last one is. Let me hold me 1 second. The last one you overhear is that there's been a ghost ship sighted
Ooh, yes,
off the coast.
we have to go.
It only appears during a storm, and it's been spotted a few days ago, adrift in the Southern Sea. It's called the Emperor of the Waves. It used to belong to actually a tradesman here in town named Albrecht. But Albrecht would probably pay a heavy, a heavy amount to rescue back his ship. His ghost ship that's somehow drifting in the Southern Sea.
Is it a ghost ship, or is it just like his ship got untied and it's kind of been like coming in and out? He's just too
People
lazy
just
to get
mention
it.
that it's been seen and then it disappears after the storm is gone.
I'll go talk to Albrecht, but maybe next session.
But yeah, so you got a few side quests, whichever one you guys would like to choose next time.
I mean, ghost ship always sounds fun.
Purge some ghosts to help me bring my spirits up from losing BardZ's.
Scooby Doo.
All right. Albrecht is spelled Aubreck. Just as a heads up. So, all right, sounds good. And next week we'll have BardZ's new character.
Rebecca, I don't know.
Well, how do you spell
Okay.
it again?
Who? Oh, the character? Oh, the tradesman dude.
Ulrich. Yeah.
Albrecht. Aubreck. And the name of the ship is called the Emperor of the Waves, the ghost ship.
Oh,
Sounds good. Well, thanks for DMing there, Krista.
Yeah,
thanks.
no problem.
Stole my dang song. Just so upset.
Gerald took your moment.
Gerald. Can't stand that guy.
Awesome.
All
Okay.
right.
Thanks, guys.
Night.
See you next week, guys.
Night.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.